Blessed love and blessed day, oh boxing world, boxing nation, fighting world, fight nation. It's Coach Fighting. This is real life boxing. And in this video, we're going to be breaking down the knockout of Robert Helenius delivered by Deontay Wilder. But before we get into it, give me your best double jab straight down the pipe with the hook behind it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when all new content is being uploaded on the channel of Real Life Boxing, and hit the share button with the left hook. Share the video. Let's get into it. Deontay Wilder knocks out Robert Helenius in one round Saturday night, and a lot of people are talking about the punching power of Deontay Wilder because he didn't even really fully turn that punch all the way over. It was short, it was on the back foot, but we're going to get down to the power later on in this video because the knockout sequence actually starts with the feet. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to cover it. Really basic setup. Basic setup to the sequence. Kind of a basic knockout in what happened in the sequence, but sometimes you just got to stick to the basics and repeat. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder obviously comes out 215 pounds. He's light, or 214, and his game plan is to move. He's bouncing. He looked really good bouncing. He's using his lateral movement, whereas Robert Helenius' game plan was to, he mentioned that Tyson Fury showed everyone the blueprint, you know, to beat Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder coming off of 2 knockout defeats by Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King. So Robert Helenius' game plan was to crash the pocket, walk down Deontay Wilder, and I guess, you know what I'm saying, wear him down with his power punches and his weight and all that stuff. But as we all know, styles make fights, and Robert Helenius is no Tyson Fury. He might be a big, tall, strong guy, but Tyson Fury, he's different. He can move, he can bounce, he has faster feet than Deontay Wilder, he has better footwork than Deontay Wilder. But we're not talking about Tyson Fury in this video. In this fight, Deontay Wilder has better footwork than Robert Helenius, and he has faster feet than Robert Helenius. And the sequence of the knockout, you see the video, Robert Helenius, Deontay Wilder's bouncing, he's on his toes, he's using his lateral movement. Robert Helenius is, when he's moving to his right, when Deontay's bouncing to his left and Robert Helenius is moving to his right, he's aggressively stepping with his left foot first, and that's his first mistake, because we all know boxing basics, boxing fundamental footwork. You step the direction that you're stepping, you step with that foot first. Now, I have noticed that there are professional fighters, and I'm talking about world-class fighters, who don't necessarily cross their feet, but they move the opposite foot first, meaning if they're stepping to their right, they will move their left foot first. I don't like it. I guess you can get away with it when you have advanced footwork and your footwork is really good. Errol Spence was actually doing that in the fight against Helenius Ugas, and I was looking at it and I was like, why does it look so weird? And then I noticed that Errol Spence was also, when he was stepping to his right, he was moving his left foot first. But, you know, whatever. Robert Helenius, in the beginning of the knockout sequence, he's moving to his right, but he's stepping very aggressively with his left foot. So his feet are almost crossing. And not only that, he's very side on just in his stance. His stance is very side on, meaning that his feet are almost on the same line instead of his right foot, which he's orthodox, being offset. You know how to say your feet's supposed to make the L? His feet are almost on the same line, so it looks, you know what I mean? But anyway, he's stepping very aggressively with his left foot, being almost parallel with his right foot or almost crossing his feet. Now, in the very sequence of the knockout, this is the second mistake that he makes. The first mistake that he makes is, first of all, Wilder's moving, so Wilder understands he has the better footwork, he has the better feet. He can get this guy to make a mistake with his feet in which he can capitalize on. So Helenius, after stepping hard to his right with his left foot, he ends up throwing, I don't really know what the punch was, but he steps his right foot, he crosses over his right foot, and now he's square. When he does that, it's like a faint punch. I don't know if he's really so. I'm looking at the knock and I'm like, why is he in a southpaw stance? This is the night I'm watching the fight. Why is he throwing that left hook from a southpaw stance? Well, it's because, like I said, the second mistake that he made was crossing his right foot over, and then he it looks like he's throwing like a jab from a southpaw stance because he had crossed his feet over and squared up. Then he follows up with a sweeping left hook out of the southpaw stance. When he throws the left hook, he squares up again. He switches his feet again, lunges in with the left hook. By this point, he's completely vulnerable. He's stretched out. His right hand is down. His left hand is fully extended. His foot is off the ground. He's crossing over. He's off balance, and he is in no man's land. Third mistake that he makes. Well, second was crossing over. The third is this mistake that he makes, throwing that sweeping left hook and just totally commits to the punch. No feet underneath him. His balance is gone. Deontay Wilder's up in the corner by this time, so he thinks he got Wilder. He thinks he got Wilder trapped, right? Fourth mistake that he makes is after he lunges with the punch, he should have went into straight defensive mode, meaning literally he should have like just did a football move and just left his shoulder down and just ran his shoulder into Deontay Wilder's body, which it would have just ended up in a clinch and the referee probably would have broke them. But that's literally what he should have done, because maybe he could have tried rolling, because Deontay Wilder was already starting to throw that right hand. And I wouldn't even say roll underneath it, because Robert Helenius, he's tall, he was already off balance, so you couldn't roll anyway. Literally, I would just say continue going off balance and just crash your shoulder into Deontay Wilder's stomach, and the referee would break y'all. Instead, he comes up with another punch after lunging with the left hook to the body. His hands are down, he's fully exposed, and now he tries to throw a right hand over the top, and Deontay Wilder absolutely kills him with a very short and hard right hand. Now we talked about the mistakes that Helenius made with his feet. I want to talk a little bit about Deontay Wilder and his punching power. The punching power is absolutely ridiculous. Not to mention, he's on his toes. He's on the back foot when he throws this punch, and he's on the back foot in the corner. Feet's not even fully planted, and just throws a very short right hand that he doesn't even get to turn over fully, and knocks Helenius out cold. I was actually uploading the video of Devin Haney beating up George Kambosos. I was uploading that video, so I'm looking down at my phone and I'm uploading the video, and I'm watching the Wilder fight, but I'm looking at my phone at the time, and I just hear the punch, because I'm watching the first round. I'm like, all right, Wilder's taking his time, so he ain't really gonna get him out of there in the first round. I put my head down and I just hear the punch. The crowd goes crazy. I look up, I see the same picture that y'all see on the screen. Helenius snoring out cold. Now, for anyone who says that Helenius took a dive, he absolutely took a dive after he got hit by the right hand. Anyone says that it was fake, I mean, you can't fake something like that. Wilder was in tears after the damn fight because he thought he damn near killed Helenius. So the punching power of Deontay Wilder, Jesus, it's crazy. On the back foot, going backwards, feet not even planted. He was literally jumping out of the corner, trying to get out the corner, and just threw the punch and knocked Robert Helenius out. So what you can take away from this video, younger fighters, y'all know I'm a trainer. I train younger fighters, so I'm going to start doing these knockout breakdowns. It's not how we break down the whole fight. I want to break down the knockout and the sequences that led up to the knockout, the mistakes, if any, that either fighter made. Like I said, this knockout was pretty basic. Wilder's game plan was to move around, get Helenius lunging, get him off balance because he knew he had the better feet. So to all young fighters, when you get in the ring, and I know amateur level is different because you might not get to see your opponent all the time, but you get in the ring and you start doing your downloading and you see that this guy's feet is not as good as mine, it's not as fast as mine, then you start setting traps, with your feet, because setting traps doesn't always have to be, with your hands and with, head movement, or, with punches. I throw a punch, let him throw a punch back so I can counter. It doesn't always got to be like that. Sometimes you set traps with your feet. And Deontay Wilder, they set a beautiful trap in this fight in which they were able to capitalize off of. He knew he had the better footwork than Robert Helenius, the faster feet, so he used that to his advantage. He said he wanted to catch Robert Helenius reaching. Not only did he catch Robert Helenius reaching, he caught Robert Helenius crossing feet, reaching, going off balance, committing to a punch that he shouldn't have, and then making multiple mistakes in one sequence. And when you make those type of mistakes on the world-class level, you pay for it badly. So shout out to Deontay Wilder for the job that he was able to get done. I'm going to be doing more videos about Deontay Wilder on the subject. I think he looks good. I think him working with Malik Starr is doing him well. I think his attitude, his energy, getting the positive energy back up is well for him. And still, obviously, top 3, top 5 heavyweight in the division. Can't count the Bronze Bomber out. The only man to beat him was the Gypsy King, the Tyson Fury. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. You guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section below. Beautiful knockout, pretty basic setup, but like I said, sometimes you got to stick to the basics and repeat. Still beautiful. Shout out to the Bronze Bomber. Shout out to Robert Helenius, because he's okay. You guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section below. I got the breakdown of Caleb Plant and Anthony Durrell coming up next. So you guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. Until then, keep fighting your fight. Protect yourself at all times. Peace and one love. It's Coach Fire. This is Real Life Boxing.